Hey guys, Dark Juliet Ryuzaki here, and well, I've had an issue for a bit, and it's with the person I used to be friends with, um, and honestly, this issue got to the point where I physically wanted to hurt her, but that was at like karaoke last week. So I'll tell you guys the story about that real quick, and then I'll start ranting a bit more. Um, Basically, I'm at karaoke and around like 10 o'clock my time, um, or something like that. Apparently, she shows up, and I didn't expect her to be there and everything, and I was like really happy that she wasn't for a while. And then she shows up. Yep. I'm doing my best to ignore her and just hanging out with my friends and all that stuff. And I'm all calm when I walk up to her and be like, "Hey, can you leave my channel alone?" Because the reason why I'm asking her to do that is because one time she commented on a video that I did that musically lips like compilation video, and she's like, "Oh, you can't sing, you can't dance, you can't lip sync. My 10-year-old sister can do better." I didn't let that affect me, obviously. I just deleted it and hid her from my channel because I didn't want her to cause any more problems. But I was just asking her, "Hey, can you leave my channel alone?" Because I really wanted her to do that. And basically, she turns around, all bitchy like, and basically says, "Can you not steal my friends?" Now, granted, at the time, I did not steal anybody's friend. And the friend that she's talking about is my friend Michaela Yima, who I love to death. She's like a sister to me. And she basically chose to um, not be friends with Michaela because of us of another issue that she had with her. The fact that she didn't really talk to her very much, and all that stuff. So I was like, okay. And so the chick decides to be like, oh, well, apparently Madison stole her, or yeah, that's kind of my name in a way. Um, oh, Juliet stole her from me, um, and it's all her fault that I don't really have friends, because that's what it seems like. So I'm basically at the point where I'm basically like really trying to still be calm and like rationalize with her, be like, "Hey, I didn't steal your friend. Michaela left you for out of choice." She didn't have that. She was not very rational at the time. She was just really irritated. And I'm basically clenching my fist just as tightly as I could because I really wanted to hit her. But I didn't. I went ahead and asked a friend of mine to come with me to the bathroom and so I can rant. Now, here's the thing with me. I'm normally pretty, like, rational when some things happen. Like, what happened last week at karaoke. But to get me to the point where I wanted to hit somebody, that's not usually the best thing. I don't I don't want to hit anybody. I don't like it. I don't really want to do violence, like hurt anybody in general. I hate when I hurt people emotionally. I hate it cuz I feel bad. I feel horrible after hurting somebody. Anyway, so I rant for about a few minutes and everything, and after a while my friends, like the one that I ranted to and a few others, left early. I hug one of them and I'm like, hey, is she leaving with you? And surprisingly, that person said no. I'm basically like, oh shit, I'm gonna have to deal with her for the next few hours. And alright, so I'm doing really well for about an hour and a half. I'm like talking to people, texting on my phone because I wanted to rant some more. Because I didn't feel like I was satisfied with what happened because I barely could talk. I barely could rant to my friends because one of them is friends with her. Um, and after a while, I'm talking to like a few of my other friends, and after a bit, I walk away because I like to talk to a lot of friends there, and they're all over the place. And so, when I look back, I see the chick basically talking to the friend that I left for a bit, and is like, "Why are you talking to her? She's a backstabber. She doesn't she doesn't deserve to be friends. Like she doesn't. It seemed like she just wanted to ruin my life there. So, but she didn't, obviously. So after a bit, my friend's like, "Hey, do I know you? Can you leave me alone?" She didn't. She just stood there, and I walked up all calm because I was like, alright, I know my friend's gonna have my back. Um, and so basically, I'm like, hey, are you okay? He doesn't respond, but that's okay. I didn't mind that because I know he wasn't okay. And I knew I couldn't do anything, so I just stood there and just like was all quiet and just like all calm about it. And the chick was still there. She still stood there and was like, you know she's a town whore, right? And honestly, I'm not. I'm not that kind of person. Once you get to know me, I'm not really that kind of person. And these people are like, oh, I don't. She doesn't seem like that at all. She's a very nice person who I trust. Because I gained trust with these people, and I love them as my friends. And I'm glad that I have their trust. After a bit, it still goes on because I get to the point where like, hey, do you want me to go get Sherry? Sherry's one of the bartenders at the place I go for karaoke, and I love her. She's an amazing person. She's very calm and very sweet and amazing, and she dresses awesomely, and wish I had her style. Anyway, so after a bit, I still don't get Sherry because the situation kind of helped itself because another friend of mine walks up with the rest of his beer in the pitcher that he has, and he gives it to the friend that was getting pissed, and that helped a lot for the situation. He knew he needed beer. I don't drink, so I'm still in my rational train of thought. After a bit, I hug my friend, the one that gave the beer to the other, and in a nice, friendly way, he has his arm on my waist. And yes, by the way, I know I'm saying a lot. It's just because I'm thinking. And she makes his way, and the chick makes her way around me and my friend that has his arm around me in a nice way, like I said, in a friendly way. And she goes ahead and says, "Why are you touching her? She's a backstabber. And then she starts doing it again. And I've known her for a long time, like a couple of years. And honestly, being treated like this from someone you knew and ultimately just had a downfall with, not right. Like, I I don't deserve people to treat me like horribly. I mean, granted, I try not to do that for other people, and I hate when I do, and I feel so bad. Like I've done that with a few of my my exes and everything, and I feel horrible. Um, I'm normally kind of like, in a way, in my opinion, a bitch to some people, and I hate it. I apologize as much as possible, try to make it up to other people and all that. So I'm like, okay. And basically I've had enough fill of drama for the month, which is good. So hopefully tonight I don't deal with that again. But anyway, she tries to cause drama and everything. The friend who has his arm around me is like all calm, and it's um, like how basically how I was before. And oh my gosh, I realized how much I needed to sew this jacket up. It looks like a mouth. Oh my god. Anyway, he's all like, I trust her. And I'm like, oh yeah, I trust you too. I'm glad that you have my back, and you know I'll have yours. It's because I've never done anything to any of them to really like have their have them mistrust me in a way. Like I've never lied. I've never deceived either one of them, like any of them, and I've only been a very nice person to all of them, because they're all amazing people. They all they either sing or dance amazingly, and just my friends at karaoke are the best in a way. I mean, one way or another, they're just amazing people. They have great personalities, and I'm glad I know them, because I've had multiple situations at that place to basically like either have me not be there anymore, or just not want to really interact with anybody anymore. But I'm glad I do. I'm glad I make friends there. And honestly, I'm surprised that me being there has not really caused me to like start drinking or anything like that, but that's my choice. That's my choice if I ever do, but I don't think I will ever. In my point, I'm not condoning drinking in general. I'm just saying a story that happened at a bar. Um, but yeah, I just don't like it. I didn't like what happened last week. Like it literally was a week ago today that it happened. And I was still irritated the next day. I didn't have very much of a positive attitude that day because of what happened. And what's also kind of interesting is that afterwards I did let my friend Michaela know what had happened at that place, and basically she and I both were talking about it and was like, oh, she's gone too far. And honestly, I'm glad I don't really interact with her. I'm surprised I don't go to that art place very much anymore that I used to go to a lot. But I just I don't want any more drama in my life. I'm trying to keep it out of my life for the most part. I mean, I had I had a shit few weeks. I had a shit week, like, about a few weeks ago. Like, the second week of this month, I had, like, a shit first 2 days. Like, first, like, a Monday and Tuesday. Like, those 2 days were shit. But I don't really want to talk about those. Um, but all in all and everything, I'm glad I have friends I can rant with, and they're usually pretty neutral and okay with me ranting if I need to. Granted, I did punch, like, slam my hand like this on the bathroom counter, but that was because I was really pissed before I could rant. Um, and I have really amazing friends at karaoke and at a few other places. And I'm happy to have them, no matter what. Because, again, they're the best. I've had so many situations where I wanted to not be there anymore, and I'm glad I do. Um, hey, Peter, come here. Come here. Hold on, I'm gonna get the boy. I'm gonna get this little boy. Hi. I woke him up. Say hi. Everybody on YouTube likes you too. Like, my friends like you, and everybody that knows you in person loves you. And so they are like, hi, can I say hi? Yes, you're gonna lick my finger if I keep doing that, huh? Anyway, I'm also really glad that I have this little support boy, because he's helped me throughout my emotions a lot too, and helped me stop doing that. Helps me feel better when I'm sick. Like, last time I was sick was the week I had that shitty 2 days. And I was basically couch ridden. I wanted to be in my bed, but I couldn't. I couldn't really move because I was sick. I was so sick. And it was with a cold. Like, I know there's been a flu and all that stuff going around, but it was just a cold for me. And I'm glad, because I got better within, like, the last few, like, it lasted, like, about maybe, like, 4 days. And I slept through most of it because I was like, okay. Being tired, sleeping is what it needed. And also, he cuddled with me the entire time. Well, he tried to. He left me a bunch of times, but he just cuddled with me and just made me feel better. And just, we basically slept together on the couch. And what's funny is that he likes to have his head in my, he likes to have his head, like, near my crotch, and his little butt near my face. So that's how he apparently likes to cuddle with me. Why do you smell so good? You probably got a bath yesterday, didn't you? No, you probably didn't. I don't know. I don't know if you got a bath or not, but he smells really good. I wish you guys could. Honestly, I'd rather you not smell my dog, but still, that's my baby. I love you. And by the way, I'm not usually up at this time. It's like 10:47 a.m. for me, and I'm not normally up at this time. Anyway, enough with me randomly ranting at the moment. For the past, like, few minutes, I've been doing that. Hi. And me kissing my boy because I love him so much and I don't get to see him very often because I'm sleeping most of the time. Anyway, so hopefully tonight goes a lot better for me. And oh, that's so cute. That's so cute. That's so cute. The head looks butt. Look at the paw. Look at that paw. Look at that paw. Hopefully tonight goes better for me. I do have a friend coming over in a little bit, so I'm gonna have to get ready for that. He hasn't messaged me, so it's alright. Anyway. So, basically, I just wanted to get that out in the open for me, for that the story from last week. I wanted to do that like Friday, but I got really like Friday that week, but I got really busy. Like I was hanging out with another friend of mine, and we were doing some errands together. And then we went back to we went and played Cuphead for a bit. Oh my god, that game is very irritating. It's a little bit tougher with like two people, slightly easier but slightly harder. I mean, you got double the firepower and all that stuff for that. So the bosses are not so totally tough. But trying to help each other out and like survive is pretty hard. But I do like it. I do like the game, and I'm actually gonna try to play like some Benny and the Ink Machine and more Five Nights at Freddy's soon. I wish I could record the videos and everything, but at the same time, I don't think I can because of the fact that I need a screen capture program on my computer, and I don't think I have that. Well, I do, but I just have to, I don't know, it's weird. So if anybody has like a screen capture program and or an encoding program like that software you guys could suggest, I would love to go live on YouTube on my laptop. And not just use my phone. I don't mind using my phone, but it's just the screen's kind of cracked. And that's because this is with the tempered screen protector, by the way, guys. Tempered glass screen protector. Like, I dropped it because, like, I have this pop socket, Ravenclaw. That's my Hogwarts house. So it was kind of like, I think it was like this, and it got caught in my like halfway through my jacket, and like I went to go to babysit, and before I get into my friend's car, who's picking me up because I'm babysitting her daughter, my phone falls out of my pocket and lands like this on the concrete, and I look back and I'm like, oh shit. And after a bit, I thought it was just the screen protector, but no, it's the screen underneath as well. Also, just so you guys know, the situation with me and that chick, that the reason why we had a falling out of being friends is because she had her phone. She was showing me something on her phone. I can't remember what because it was like a while ago, and she's showing me something on her phone, and it basically, I'm like, I really don't want to see it at the time, and like she has a very loose grip on her phone, and I didn't know that she didn't. So I push her phone down, but it doesn't fall to the ground. She catches it right away, and she basically demanded me to apologize for that. I don't feel like I was in the wrong for that in general, because it did not break, it did not fall fully. She caught it, and how was I supposed to know she didn't have a firm grip on her phone? Normally when I'm showing somebody, I show it like, I have my grip like this, and it's pretty strong. It's a pretty good grip on my phone. And also normally I would also have this and that grip and everything, but before I have this and everything, I usually have a grip like this, because it's a little safer to hold your phone a lot of the times when you're showing somebody like this, so they don't like push it and like all that stuff. So yeah. But yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna do like a Valentine's Day video, because to me, I don't really like Valentine's Day, but I'm glad that you guys, like, whoever does likes it and they enjoy their Valentine's Day. But I don't know if I'm gonna do a Valentine's Day video. I might do a, I might feel like doing, like, whenever St. Patrick's is running around close by, I might do a um, St. Patrick's Day video, and I might actually end up doing like wearing green makeup and everything, because I actually have that. I have eyeliner, eyeshadow, and just recently I got lipstick. I think it's close by. Yep, it is. I got this really nice lipstick from Wish and everything, and it's like a really nice dark color. It looks blue and everything, and I love it. Like, I really do. It's like, it's pretty nice, and I love it. Basically, it does last a little. It does last a while, and it's like a lip stain after a bit, because honestly, it dries. But the color itself, I really love. That's because it's a nice green color. It's also very dark and subtle, so it's not like too bright. And I'm like, okay, well, this actually works. It's a good color. I love it. But anyway, yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and say bye, guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. I'm sorry if I'm not very entertaining. I'm still pretty tired, and this is usually really hard for me to mention, but I've been having a reoccurring nightmare, and it's gotten to the point where it literally just scares me. I know it's a dream. I know it won't happen again, but I'm scared. I'm just scared. Because I feel like it might happen again, and it might, but I know, like, okay, so the reoccurring nightmare is basically from, like, being raped. And that's hard. It's traumatizing, obviously, but I was kind of hoping I wouldn't have the nightmare till August. And it's January. I had it last August, and that went on for about maybe 2 months or so. I barely could honestly enjoy the trip to Minnesota because of the nightmare. And I could barely, like, enjoy the con that I went to last year, which I'm going to this year. And just in general, it was hard. I had to make sure everybody didn't worry too much, because I don't like worrying people. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and go. Anyway, so peace out. Like, comment, subscribe, like I said. And Dark Juliet Ryazaki, out.